We often think of clarity as something that strikes us like lightning, sudden, powerful, impossible to miss. But in reality, clarity is usually something quieter, something we uncover, not find. It comes in the spaces between distractions, in the moments we slow down, in the stillness we rarely allow ourselves to sit in. Today is about creating that stillness, not as a luxury, but as a necessity. Because without it, the noise of the world will always be louder than your own inner voice. And when that happens, it's not that you don't know what to do, it's that you can't hear what you already know. Clarity doesn't come from more input. It comes from less scrolling, less comparing, less trying to match a pace that was never meant for your path. Sometimes clarity means stepping away from everyone else's version of success long enough to remember what your version even looks like. When was the last time you sat without music, without your phone, without a goal, just breathing, just being? We've trained ourselves to fear stillness because it brings up thoughts we haven't processed, emotions we've buried, decisions we've delayed. But that's exactly where clarity waits, on the other side of that resistance. Think of your mind like a glass of water that's been shaken, muddy, clouded. No matter how badly you want it to clear, you can't force it. You just have to set it down and wait. That's what stillness does. It doesn't erase the chaos, it lets it settle so you can see through it again. Try carving out 10 minutes today to simply sit. No agenda. Let thoughts pass like clouds. Feel your body. Watch your breath. And don't judge what comes up. You're not doing it wrong. You're learning to hear again, beneath the noise, beneath the urgency, beneath the story your mind's been looping on repeat. Clarity often reveals things we've been avoiding, and that can be uncomfortable. But discomfort is the birthplace of alignment. It's where we begin to see what's true, what's outdated, and what no longer fits. That's when real decisions can be made, from a grounded place, not a reactive one. The truth is, we already know more than we give ourselves credit for. But knowing isn't about facts, it's about resonance, a felt sense in the body. That gentle pull of, yes, this is mine. Or the quiet inner recoil that says, no, not this. Stillness gives us access to that wisdom. Don't underestimate how much energy you waste in indecision. Mental looping, second-guessing, what-ifing every choice into paralysis. That's not clarity, it's fear in disguise. And fear will always keep you stuck if you don't interrupt it with presence. Sometimes, clarity doesn't mean a dramatic change. It means a subtle shift, a renewed commitment, a single degree of difference that over time takes you in an entirely new direction. Don't wait for everything to be certain. Just look for the next clear step. That's enough. And if things still feel foggy, that's okay too. Fog is not failure, it's transition. Keep showing up for yourself with patience. The light will return, the water will settle, you will hear again, trust that. And trust this, the more you practice stillness, the easier it becomes. Not because life slows down, but because your ability to slow within life gets stronger. That's the real power, that's clarity in motion. So today, give yourself the gift of stepping back, not to disconnect, but to reconnect with your values, with your direction, with that quiet knowing that's always been within you, just waiting for space to speak. If you make it a habit to check in with yourself before the world checks in with you, you'll begin to notice something incredible. Clarity becomes your default, not your exception, your compass, not your question. That's how inner peace is built, not by solving every problem, but by learning to see clearly enough to stop creating unnecessary ones. Clarity is power, it's presence, And it's always available if you're willing to pause long enough to receive it. And before you go, remember, mindfulness is like a muscle. Train with care, stretch with peace, recover with patience, and show up daily. You'll be stronger when it matters most.